Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the fabled streets of Monaco for round 6 of PRL Season 10. Now at the moment we're sitting on a 12-0 as a banker. Really quite poor given that my PB is an 11-0, a full second quicker.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
And through Casino Square I turn in a bit too early, and that's it.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing.
I won't be able to improve because there's no time to get in and fix the wing. But my teammate Dani, sitting on pole position until this.
Yes! Oh my god!
The most unexpected pole position in indeed front row I think we've ever seen. Nemo trumping everyone, and Stewart making it a New Zealander 1-2 on the front row. Unbelievable. Dani held on to P3. Unfortunate for her given that she had a 10-8 in her, but you have to say, starting further up than her championship rivals is a positive thing. Now we got past Maz there. He out-qualified us for the 5th out of 6 times by 1 position. And whoa, some serious lag from Craig. He's done the smart thing there and paused while it sorts itself out. Unfortunately, he already sustained damage. But talking of damage, there's some for us. On the opening lap, Concertina up and OP was the driver in front. Unfortunately, I started to get some serious understeer as well as falling back. Got myself my first warning. And as you can see, I'm pretty much alone in P6. Big gaps in front and behind. I decided to make an early pit stop to try and claw back some time. I knew I wouldn't lose too many positions because I could see just a huge space behind me. I think I might get overtaken by Maznat. HSV's pitted this lap as well. I think he has to change his wing.
Go now.
So I only lost 1 position. I almost clipped the wall there, and in trying to avoid it, got only my second warning, which somehow was a 3-second penalty.
Finishing time at the end of the race.
The undercut did work. OP came out behind us, having been in front of us by I think around 7 seconds. This is how you let someone through at Monaco as a lap car. Crook, perfect example. Gets to the side off the racing line, but unfortunately this is his teammate, and look how many opportunities he had to let her through. To the side going into Mirabeau, perhaps hugging the side here on the right after Portier. Doesn't even do that. She had a 2 or 3 second gap, and oh my god, a brake test in the tunnel, are you serious? But now she's got Stewart all over her. This is race changing stuff. Not great by Mozza. Now I'm starting to catch a huge gaggle of cars, some more Toro Rossos in front, and they're going to have to let us through. Oh no, one's actually a Red Bull, and Alex is, he's been done dirty there by Crook, who followed the leaders through. Cheeky there from Crook, I respect it though. Now on to Maz, who made a very early pit stop with damage, and he's going to let us through, curiously. I thought I was going to be 5th for the rest of the race. Everyone had made a pit stop by this point, but you can see 2 cars in the pit lane. Now I wondered who they may have been. Probably lap traffic, but if you look at the position counter, it goes up from P5 to P3. It must have been Nemo and Stewart coming together. So up to the podium positions we go, out of nowhere really. Quite happy with that. However, I was some 11 seconds off Cart Dude. Now back on board with my teammate Dani. Mozza had an opportunity to let her through there after the chicane, did not do so. She had about a 3.5 second lead at this point. And not only is it going to be gone now, but she has damage, and he's still not letting her through. Could have pulled across and cut the chicane and braked there. But no, and now he's turning across at Raskas and caused a collision between the 2 leaders.
Jeff, can you hear me? There's a fair amount of damage.
And they weren't even close before Mozza was in front of Dani.
As soon as possible, rather than risk it getting worse. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy.
Respect to Cart Dude for letting her back through there. Not sure he fully had to do that. Just a racing incident. But look what it's done for me. I've caught up. I had well over 10 seconds of deficit to these 2. Now they both got damage, particularly Dani, and Cart's all over her. I should have gone for a move here in hindsight. Very risky, but I needed to get past Cart and help Dani. Now look who's in front of the trio of us once again, Mozza. Now guess, will he let us through on the left here? The easiest part of the track to let anyone through? Kind of. Probably should have slowed down a bit more though, because he puts Dani offline into Saint Devote, stays on track, on the racing line. I get damage, which means I can't catch anyone.
Minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
And in front you can see Dani just with more understeer. She'd been put offline by Mozza earlier. Great run for Cart Dude through Saint Devote, and he takes the lead. 3 times now Mozza's blocked Dani, 1 time me. I've heard reports of other people as well, and it's really changed the outcome of the race. I get very close to my teammate there. She lets me through because she has far more damage than I do, and there was a potential I could get after Cart Dude. But Mozza, man, Dani was a championship contender who was in front of Maz and myself, P1 and P2 in the championship, needed to start catching up. We later learned from the stewards, as Nemo retires the pole sitter, that Mozza would incur a 5-point penalty for the combination of all these infractions. There goes Mozza, a bit too late for some of us, even in retirement not getting out of the way because he was strewn across the track at Tabac and stays there for numerous laps. Stewart now disqualified, so the pole and second place starters no longer in the race. Cart Dude goes on to record his first victory of the season. Nothing wrong with his drive. Congratulations for staying out of the barriers, out of the lap traffic, and winning the race. I come home second. Dani managed to hold on to third. We thought she might be under attack from Bozza, however he had penalties as well, and despite huge damage to that front wing, she manages to hold on to a podium, her 4th of the season. And you can see she's a bit upset with the lap traffic. Anyhow, everyone with penalties this time. Next race will of course be in Montreal. I've been Jacko. See you then.